Hi, ladies. It's Dr. Kellyanne Cameron. And I wanted to come to you tonight because um I had a message I think would be good for beginning the year in January. And the basis comes from the story in Matthew 2 where the wise men visit Jesus and they give them give him the gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And the three wise men were very excited about meeting Jesus. He was the King of the Jews. And it's really interesting because the Bible says that they came from the east, more than likely Babylon. And it's interesting because if you go back into the Old Testament, that the Jews were going to Babylon in exile. That's the let me give you a little bit of basis or background of the history. There was uh, King Saul, King David, and then King Solomon. And because Solomon did not walk with the Lord, his kingdom was divided after his death. And then there was the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Well, the northern kingdom just did not follow God, and God put them into exile into Assyria, which was trying to think, was the country of Syria. Um, and well, anyways, the southern kingdom, the two tribes, Benjamin and Judah, they were in the southern kingdom, and the southern kingdom followed God. They were on the throne after David, and uh, but they didn't always serve God either, and they were into idolatry. They were into all kinds of things, and God put them into exile. And it's interesting because God put them into exile into Babylon, and that's where um, Daniel is written. That's the location Daniel, the prophet Daniel, and also Esther. Esther was in Babylon, so they were two in Babylon. But it's interesting because Daniel was a wise man in Babylon, and because of his faith and his friends, they probably told the king, King Nebuchadnezzar, came to faith in God. Um, all the other kings except Belteshazzar, if I remember correctly, what his name is. But Cyrus was used of the Lord. And then during one of the kings of Babylon who took over, they sent the Jews back to Jerusalem. The exile was only for 70 years, and they went back to Jerusalem, and then they go through the Old Testament and then the period of 400 years, and now Jesus is born after the 400 years of the silent period, and these wise men from the east were from Babylon. And it's interesting because God knew what he was doing when he put the people in the southern kingdom, Judah and Benjamin, to exile in Babylon. And I thought that was really interesting. We just celebrated Christmas here, and here we are in January 2025. And if you look at your life in your past, you will see the hand of God. And it's by no accident, ladies. It is no accident that you are where you are, with who you are, with whether you have good families, bad families, anyways. But I wanted to give you a question that was from my devotional. My devotional said, what are some areas of your life that need to go a different way? And it's interesting because when the three wise men um, went to see Jesus, they were going to go back to Herod because Herod had a secret meeting with them, but God warned them to go a different way. So, what is God telling you to go in a different way? So, I thought I'd leave that with you, and I hope you know, I hope you think about your life and, where you are now. Maybe you need to be going in a different way. It's the beginning of the year. We can explore things, and women have a lot more opportunities today than they did years ago. So keep that in mind. Maybe the Lord is going to shift you in a different way, send you a different route than where you were planning on going. So just wanted to leave that with you, and have a good night.